Fresh start. Today, Roger Federer and American Andy Roddick go head-to-head for the Wimbledon title. Who will come out on top as the best in the world, and how do these sports stars become the best of the best? Our next guest got the scoop and is here to share the habits on how you need to follow to make you better than the rest.
Joining us is best-selling author and author of the new book, Training Camp, What the Best Do Better Than Everyone Else, John Gordon. Good morning, John.
Good morning.
I like that you say that, these 5 tips you're about to share with us, they're not the sexiest, but they do work. Number 1, be willing to outwork everyone else. You tell a funny story about the actor Will Smith. What do people do who know this one?
Right. Well, Will Smith was asked the secret to his success. He said, "I'm not afraid to die on a treadmill." He said, "You and I get on a treadmill, you're getting off first, or I died. It's that simple." He said, "You may be smarter than me, you may be more talented than me, but you will not outwork me. I will not be outworked." And we look at people like Will Smith, we think they were born that way. We think they were chosen, but no, they just are willing to work harder than everyone else, and so must we.
Okay, we set an example in the intro about today's Wimbledon final between Roger Federer and Andy Roddick. Do you mean to suggest perhaps that Andy Roddick can overcome the best tennis player ever simply by outworking him?
Yes, and also focusing on the right things. He's got to focus on the little things, his serve, his focus, his mental state. It's the little things that separate the best from the rest. So often these games are determined by 1 point, one key game. It's all about the little things.
I love this next one. You say, don't lower your standards when no one's looking. Why not?
Because it doesn't matter who's watching. It matters that you are being your best every day. You're bringing out the best in others. I call it humble and hungry. You have to be humble, always looking to learn, improve, and grow, and hungry with that passion and burning desire. We can't ignore passion. Passion is everything to be the best, because you have to work really hard, so you have to be passionate about what you're doing.
You certainly do, but I want to talk about how two might be connected. You say, obviously, be willing to outwork anyone. But then you say, don't be focused on outcomes. A lot of times people feel like they're not rewarded for outworking someone else. They feel like, I'm working so hard and that guy's getting promoted. So are those two connected in that regard? Don't try to outwork someone for the reward.
Right. Truth shines through. It's really the process is the reward. If you seize the moment and you focus on your moments 1 moment at a time, eventually you're going to love the outcome. If you start thinking about success, then that's your outcome, that's your focus. You lose the moment, you lose the zone. So all success, I say, is created in the moment, in the process.
Your next tip is one that our boss, Roger Ailes, tells us all the time. He says, and you say, avoid negative people. Our boss says negative people make you sick. How do you avoid them? They're all over the place, though.
Right. Well, you do your best to avoid them. Also, create a positive team so you insulate yourself against the energy vampire, against the naysayer. And then finally, you have to be more positive than they are negative. So, we can't avoid all of them. So that's where your faith must be greater than their negativity, their doubt, and your belief must be greater than their negativity.
All right, I'm going to try to get the little things right today. What are you going to focus on?
Well, I can't outwork everyone else. I'm too tired right now. I cannot do that. But I can focus on being positive, and I'll try that. And for everybody else out there who wants to give it a shot, the book is Training Camp. The author is John Gordon. Thanks so much, John, for being here.